Alright guys, we're back, and today we're going to be perfecting this rank 40 staff. So first things first, what you need to do is you've got to get all of these useless specialists out of it. The teacher can stay, but the physician and the arms master has to go. So first things first, we're going to enter the item, and the only goal here is to capture all the specialists before floor 10. Very important. You have to capture them and remove them before floor 10. And again, just like I always say, make sure you're using your skill every chance you get. Okay, not enough range. This is where accelerators and everything for movement comes in handy. Super, super useful here. Alright, there's our first one. Unfortunately, it's the teacher, so, I mean, we're going to take it out. But you want to actually get the rest of them first, because the teacher can actually stay. Even unsubdued, subdued or unsubdued doesn't actually matter. What matters is that you have the item full of teachers or whatever stat you want to perfect. If you're using an axe, you want gladiators, or if you want to do SP for whatever reason, you want masters, etc., etc. I forgot to kill it. Goodness. But that's okay. Position. That one's important. And there's the teacher again. This time I should remember to take this one out. Let's see, 13,000? Yeah. Yeah, Flan can actually take this one out. That's good. And always check what floor you're on, because you don't want to get to floor 10 and not have everything set up. Also, normally I'd be checking items that enemies have on, but you can kinda tell if you're looking for weapons in particular. Once you've played for a while, you know what the weapon sprites look like, and if you don't see a particular weapon, then you'll know it's probably nothing useful here. Like, I know what the rank 39 sword looks like, I know what the rank 39 staff looks like, I know what the axe looks like, I know what the bow looks like, and they all have different colors when they're legendary versus common or rare. So once you kind of make those distinctions, it becomes a lot easier to know whether or not the enemies have anything worth stealing. If you're after universal orbs or armors, however, you should check every turn. Alright, so step 1 is done. Right? Now we gotta move everything out of the item. Now the Arms Master, I'm actually not going to move into this one because it already has a maxed Arms Master, but you can combine it and it will go over 2,000, but the bonus stops at 1,900. So instead, I'm going to move that Master, or the Arms Master specifically, into the Super Robo Suit. And eventually the Super Robo Suit is going to hold all of our useful specialists, like Broker, Manager, Statistician. I always keep them on my Super Robo Suit. Alright, now that that's done, the next step is to move all of these teachers onto here. And you can just mash the X button as fast as you can, because the size of the teacher doesn't matter, just that you have a teacher. And alright, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Unfortunately, again, only 10 population. but the difference is really negligible unless you're going for the highest stats in the game, because regardless, you're going to reach the max of 16 through double killing item kings and the item god. Alright, so let's get started. Again, trying to follow my own rules here of just make sure you're always killing something or attacking something each time you go through the floors. And again, I made the mistake of forgetting to organize my characters here. Yeah. Basically, I'm bad. I'm bad at this game, guys. My apologies. Alright, so we can make it to the gate, kill one of these, and keep on moving along. Now this time when I exit the item, I'm going to rearrange my peoples. Alright, so, item general. It's important you can kill whatever you want, but you cannot clear this floor. And you have to kill the item general. Every 10 floors you need to kill the item boss. And then use against the exit right away. Don't forget to do that, otherwise your item is going to be missing out on a lot of stats. If you're playing any version that's not complete, double killing doesn't work, so you can just finish the floor. Something else to note. So if you're playing PlayStation 2, if you're playing Disgaea 1 PC, if you're playing the PSP version, or Disgaea DS, just clear the floor. You do not need to waste against the exit. Okay, double killing is only a feature that has been added to Disgaea 1 Complete on PlayStation 4, on the Switch, and the mobile version on phone. Alright, so before I forget again, let's rearrange my peoples. We can actually leave Gordon down there, because he actually has 6th throw. If you get far enough into the story, spoilers, you get him. And he has the same throw range as a thief. Not that useful really, but I guess there are some things it could be helpful with. Alright, now we're going to continue to go through the Omniscient Rod here. And what I like to do is just use my Majin to clear the entire floor. If you want to speed this up, you can use whoever you like. If you have other units that are strong enough to kill things, pull them out. I use just him because I'm leveling up the Terra Star you see there. Because it just means more damage. So why not? And jump right back in. Also, when you complete the floor and get the miss against the exit, your item is always going to the bottom of the inventory. So instead of organizing your inventory, just press up. It makes it a little bit faster. And it's at this time the only items that I steal in the rest of this game to look for specialists is I'll be going after universal orbs. Very useful. I'll be going after Nirvanas and galactic muscles and champion belts, but specifically any belt that you find that's legendary, you should always steal it. If you're after gladiators, you should steal any legendary belts you find or any legendary axe that you find, because those usually have ridiculous amounts of gladiators on them. Especially champion belts. I've found a champion belt with, I think, 800 or nearly 800 unsubdued gladiators before. Pretty ridiculous. So to perfect the item from start to finish, if you're just going for efficiency and speed, you would not bother checking for items of what enemies have on. And you should be able to max an item in under an hour. I mean, realistically, each perfect item should take less than an hour. But what we're going to do next after this, I'm going to show how to get a hyperdrive. And hyperdrive is one of the most useful items in the game. In my opinion, probably the single most useful item for having unlimited movement and being able to move anywhere on the map. It saves you a lot of headaches early on with potentially bad map setups and being unable to kill the item generals and such. Again, just trying to make sure I kill something every floor. So luckily we can reach the item general, but there are some setups where you're probably just not going to be able to reach him. Thankfully in Disgaea 1 Complete, those have mostly been removed from the game, but if you're playing on any version that's not complete, you're probably going to get some really bad combinations more often than not. I was just checking the geo symbols real fast there. Also, you notice that just by having the Galactic Staff equipped and that 255 Staff Mastery, he has so much SP now, he pretty much cannot run out unless you try to. Alright, now we're going to have our next really important part of this guide, and that's going to be at floor 30. And see, she's wearing a Cosmic Blade Common. And I know that because I know what the sprite looks like. That's a common galactic staff up there. And nothing useful. now we're at floor 30, and this is the most important part of what we're doing in the game. Well, that's unfortunate, invincibility. That's pretty annoying. But I have a solution. Alright. Now you might be wondering what the most important part about this is. Well, every 30th floor you fight what is called an item king. And when you defeat an item king, the population on your item grows by 1. See, now we have 11 total population instead of 10. The important part here is to remember to move a teacher over to that as soon as that opens, and then kill the item king again. If you don't do this, you miss out on a couple points of intelligence or whatever stat you're after. But if you forget to put them on, it becomes significant later on. I'm talking like 600 points if you forget to do that, potentially. Possibly more, depending on how long you wait to move your specialist on there. If you forget to do it all the way up to the item king, you're missing out on a couple thousand points. And that's actually a lot. This is the part that I sometimes forget, is after the second kill, remembering to move another teacher, in this case, a teacher, onto the item. Right? Alright. Now we go on to the next part, which is just continuing to power up this item. And again, with diagonal throws, the more you do it, the better you will get at it. Just gotta practice, guys. Now we're starting to see chakra belts, which means we're going to start seeing champion belts. We're going to start seeing universal orbs, galactic muscles, all the good stuff. God's hand, the rank 39 fist, which you can get legendary just on Cave of Ordeals. You don't have to find one. You can just reset a few times and hope for one. What I was doing there was counting how many steps to the gate. Legendary Accelerator, I think, is worth picking up too. Just because of all the... Just look at the coaches. Like, if you want to make yourself a really strong ninja, steal accelerators. Or guns. Guns tend to have a lot of coaches as well. Now also, since this is a rank 40 item, the enemy strength is going to get, even with weaker enemies, like no stronger enemy builds passed, these enemies are going to get strong really quickly. To the point where the final floors are going to be actually dangerous with the current stats I have. So you might want to consider probably also leveling up your Super Robo Suit a little bit, just to make it more survivable toward the end floors. I'm not too worried about it because with enough damage, you're going to kill everything in a single hit anyway. With some exceptions. I think potentially the Item King can survive a single hit with that much damage. But outside of that, probably only the item God. Legendary Mr. Against the exit. You're bound to get a couple of those just from playing the game. They don't really have a use outside of leaving an item. Heading right back into it. Universal Orb. Okay, that's worth getting. So actually, I need to go get more stealing items. Yeah, that's definitely worth getting. I'm probably gonna have to cut this video just a bit short because my 20-month-old child is really cranky right now. So yeah, the 50th floor is probably gonna be the end of this video, guys. If you made it this far in, I appreciate you watching, and I really hope this guide is helpful for you. And the last of this will be uploaded this weekend as well. I'll make sure to finish this guide. But as long as you take what I've done for the first half of this video and use it for floors 50 onward, you're gonna do fine. That's all you have to do. Again, make sure you're attacking stuff every floor. Legendary Long Guinness. I'm actually not going to get that because there's an easy way to get the Legendary Long Guinness. But that is the rank 39 spear. Oh, well, that's annoying. So we're gonna have to... And see, if you were playing on any version that's not complete, this would be a really annoying map because you have no lifting, and that would also be on your base panel. So in this case, you should have a scout with you to change the geo symbols. And unfortunately, I can't even use any spells, so we're just gonna move on there. I'm gonna save the dream hand. Yeah, I'm gonna use legendary. Alright, but that's essentially the idea for getting perfect items. And if you do it just like this, it should take you less than an hour really to power up your rank 40 equipment and make it the best it can be. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you made it this far in, again, thank you for watching, and I hope you